My name is Corinne Kruger. I'm an occupational therapist and the proud owner of the Mamma Mia Child Development app. Today we will be discussing potty training, which is such a hot topic. Although potty training can be quite a daunting task for most parents, it can really be a fun experience for the whole family. I hope this vlog will help you with insights into how you can navigate this amazing milestone with your child. Although potty training usually starts between 2 and 3 years of age, we are not looking at age today. We will be looking at the signs that your toddler is ready to potty train.
So let's look at our different signs. So two categories. We are not looking at age, we are looking at signs. And the first one will be our physical signs. So that will be, the first one is going to be coordination. So with potty training, you have to realize that it takes a lot of coordination to actually sit on the toilet, to pull down your pants and pull them back up, to balance on the toilet and reach for toilet paper. All of those things are really important for physical development. And you need a lot of coordination to be ready to use the toilet. So this we have to be very aware of. And if your child is struggling still with balance, with sitting and standing and pulling up and down pants and keeping their balance and all of this, a nice game to play with them is a musical chairs game where you can actually pack out some musical chairs or some chairs, put on some music, and you can have the children walk around in a circle, or you and your family can walk around, and you can, when the music stops, you sit on a chair and you just observe whether they are able to sit down, keep their balance, get up and move around. So I think that's really important and a fun game that you can play to make sure that they are physically ready. Then staying dry for longer periods of time is a very important key aspect. So if they can keep a dry nappy for 2 hours during awake times and at least wake up with a dry nappy during the day, that is a good indicator that they are starting to get bladder control. And then of course, if they can go right through the night and wake up in the morning with a dry nappy, you can know that the bladder is getting control and those physical signs are all in place. So these are the physical signs we're looking at. The second category we have to look at is the emotional signs of readiness. And these emotional signs will include eager to please. So if the child is eager to start, eager to learn, and eager to participate, they are really excited about this, then that's a good emotional sign. They are curious about the toilet. That's a very good sign. So they are interested in what's happening in the bathroom and in the toilet. Where's everything going? What's happening there? If they start asking questions, that's a good sign. If they start mimicking behavior, that's an excellent sign. So if they look at what mommy and daddy are doing and they copy, or they are sitting on the potty and they are mimicking your behavior on the toilet, that's a good sign that they are emotionally ready. And then expressing their needs, that is so important because this is a language skill. But are they able to communicate that they want to use the toilet, or that their nappy is, for example, dirty? Do they point? Do they show you or communicate in some way with you, either verbally or non-verbally, that they are ready to use the toilet or that they want to use the toilet? And then the last one in this category is seeking privacy. So this is extremely important. They usually go and hide somewhere when they feel the urge to go to the bathroom. So although they might not go, they will still do it in their nappy. They will go and hide somewhere. So I remember my children used to go and hide behind the curtain, and then I would know, okay, they are starting to get ready to potty train because they are seeking privacy. So both physical and emotional signs need to be aligned for potty training to really be successful. So the game plan is rather wait before you rush in too soon and you get really frustrated with the whole process. So yeah, how are we going to warm up for the potty? So what is the process that we are going to follow to get our children ready to toilet train? So the first thing is that we have to have an open door policy. Now, while you are likely already used to sharing your private spaces and time with your little one, until now, they'll probably just wanted to be near you. And as you get ready to potty train, use these opportunities to teach them and build their vocabulary around this part of your routine and your day and your home. Let them see and hear what the toilet is for. Talk through what you are doing. Now, I know this is a big ask, but this is going to be such a good learning opportunity for them. Children learn in the process as they experience and discover. And with play, that is the way it goes. So it's not different that the bathroom is not different than anything else that they need to learn. And that's just the way. They need to see, they need to experience, they need to explore, they're going to ask questions, and you are going to provide that space for them as you have that open door policy. So also get them involved. They love to get involved, handing you toilet paper or flushing or washing hands. So help them feel included in the process. I remember when we were toilet training, my little girl, that the highlight of her entire bathroom experience was waving goodbye to all of the business before she flushes. So if that is their thing, just encourage it and make the bathroom experience a fun learning environment. So if you don't already have a toilet training seat for the toilet, go shopping for one together. Or if you want to buy a potty, go and shop for that together. And even if you have to go and buy underwear or panties, include your child in this process so that they enjoy doing this and that they feel included. You can, then the next thing is obviously make it fun. They have to enjoy this whole experience. If it's going to be pushing and yelling and a stressful environment, they are not going to enjoy this process of learning about potty training. So that's why the golden rule is rather wait before you rush in too soon. And then keep the potty nearby. If you use a potty, place it where your child actually plays, so it feels natural and accessible, and you can gradually move it to the bathroom as the toilet readiness increases. Now, I get this question a lot from parents, and they ask me, what should they start with? Should they start with potty training? On the potty, or should they just start with the toilet immediately? And if I can give some advice, I don't think there's a wrong or a right path to take. I think it depends on the child, on the family, and what works for you. If your child prefers the toilet above the potty, go with the toilet, because once your child if they start on the potty, they are going to have to transition to the toilet. So if they love the toilet and they're okay with the toilet and comfortable, rather stay on the toilet and don't include the potty, because you're going to have to transition anyway. So then you can buy a toilet training seat, and you can buy a step so that they can, reach the toilet and sit on their own little seat, and you can do all of your potty training immediately on the toilet. But if your child is not comfortable with the toilet and it scares them, the toilet, then you can start with the potty. And the potty should be introduced as a toy. So it can be something that is in the playroom or with their toys, and they don't have to start potty training immediately on the potty when you get a potty. They can first play with it and just sit on it and have their teddy on it, and you can sit on it and make it fun, but don't include it even in the bathroom. Just help them to get comfortable with this new thing that they are seeing and discovering and exploring. And then when you go to the bathroom and your child is there and they start to get interested, then you can say, oh, mommy's sitting on the toilet now. Why don't you bring your potty? Because now they're already familiar with their potty. Now they can bring the potty into the bathroom, and the mimicking of the behavior will start, and it will just be a natural flow. So you don't have to push it on the potty. It can just be moving from a toy into the toilet and then transition from the potty then eventually to the actual toilet. Okay, so I hope that helps, but please ask your questions. We are going to have a wonderful discussion afterwards. So I think the goal just for me is that we keep the potty or toilet a normal, stress-free part of life. So let the toilet training be a natural outflow of your toddler's interest and casual discovery. It shouldn't be something that you kind of introduce as a brand new thing. They will discover, they will get interested, and then you go with what they give you, and you just elaborate on that. And then lastly, just in terms of final tips and encouragement, every child develops at their own pace. Some take a little longer, and that's okay. Like we said, children normally start potty training around 2 to 3 years. And remember, girls are a little bit faster, so they can potty train closer to 2 years, and boys rather closer to 3 years. So you don't have to push boys to start potty training too early. This specific part of their development, they actually develop later in their life. So 3 is good for boys, 2 is good for girls, but remember, we don't look at age. That is just a guideline. We look at the signs, the physical signs and the emotional signs of readiness. And then I would just say celebrate every little small win. It's so important to voice those small wins and to celebrate them and to just encourage your child in this process.
If you have any questions regarding potty training or you need further advice, please reach out. We are here to help you.